to start in a wee minute. I'll just say before hiya Janet, welcome to our Wednesday webinar at the earlier time of 8:15. I'm hearing myself echoed in somebody's laptop or something, which is not a good thing for to hear myself twice. Tonight I thought what we do, I'm sorry if I've not said hi yet. I will definitely say hi. You know what I'm like. But we thought we'd start tonight, while we're waiting on the people joining us, we've got the record button on with any positive stories for the week that you would like to share. And if anybody doesn't jump in, I'll jump in with the ones that I know of. Hiya, Janet. Steve was trying to pass off Freddie for you.
Hi, Lynn.
Hi, Nigel. How are you?
Brilliant.
Just while I'm waiting on the positive stories.
I've just realised, Lynn, that I'm still logged in as you.
Oh, you look really lovely tonight. I'll use that next week. You've got a good 10 years on me, hen. Kate, well, since you've spoken, I know that you have a positive story from just today. That's why I can remember it.
I do indeed. And my top tip of the night is to make sure that you have the new Serenity catalogues with you when you're out cataloguing.
Say that again, because you had your hand over your
Sorry, make sure you have the Serenity catalogues in your catalogue packs. Although they cost a wee bit extra, they're definitely worth it. I had them out for the first time today and I picked up 24 catalogues. I had £300 worth of orders. Somebody ordered one of the £17 Serenity candles and somebody else ordered 4 of the £25 diffusers, which was a £100 order for somebody who isn't familiar with that fragrance because it's a brand new catalogue. So absolutely delighted. So she's obviously starting her Christmas shopping early, or she just wants the same fragrance through her house. But I was really delighted with that.
Candles.
Eh?
Or just loves candles.
Just loves yeah. But,
and well, meat diffusers.
But she bought 4 of the same one, so she must have been very definite which one she wanted. It was the cam one. Don't know. Yeah. And then also last Friday, an online customer ordered 6 of the Serenity plaques as well. She ordered 2 of each. So that was a £54 online order for 6 of the wee plaques. They are lovely, actually. They're really nice.
They are nice. What size are they? Because
I think it's right here. Hold on.
Girl. Well, Kate, because I really like them, and I have got a little love heart theme going in my house. Apparently, it attracts love, and I've got loads of love from my amazing team. Anybody else want to share a story? Janet, you've got a big grin on your face. Anything you want?
That's Freddie.
It's Freddie. This is Janet's new companion who never leaves her side. Steve has been bombed out. She now has Freddie.
Yeah, we've had a very good week putting catalogues out, in mixing it between customer base and what was sort of a little bit of a blanket drop before Christmas. And what it has shown is that the more you contact the customers, the better the orders. The more you phone them and ask permission to deliver a catalogue, the better the return gets, because it's almost like presenting the catalogue every time. And with this COVID going around, there's still quite a lot of very, very nervous people. And some of them last time said no, said yes this time. And some of them said no this time, that said yes last time. So we're only getting people that are looking at the catalogues. We're not wasting time delivering catalogues to people that aren't looking at them.
Excellent. And I do believe that you're doing extremely well this period. And we're going to get a training from you in the next probably 10 days, week to 10 days.
Well, it's been going quite well, yeah. Not quite to plan, but I mean, if you want any seeds for the garden, Janet's bought them all.
Right, Owen. Because I know there's lots of orders for the seeds. I don't know if they've been ordered yet, but Owen had launched a seed competition.
Anybody that wants some seeds now is going to have to wait till Friday.
They're all coming in Friday, just so you don't panic, by the way. Just so you know, the stock that Michael had was just a starter stock. There's loads coming in on Friday. So don't panic if you've got orders online waiting or you've got orders waiting to order. But I'll just mention that just now because Owen, I'm very proud of you, Owen. A couple of weeks ago, he decided just at the end of the Zoom to launch a wee competition who could sell the most blast cans. And they said, like, immediately put a flyer up in the A team and followed it through. So I want to say thanks to Owen for his leadership there and his ideas. And then last week he decided it was the seeds. So we'll see who the winner is at the end of the seeds. But immediately I got that. So we've been brainstorming. It's just for fun, guys. And really love the fact that Owen, who's only been in 6 months, it was his idea. It shows where this young man's heading in the business. But also I think it's good. But I hope it doesn't make all the items sell out. That's good and it's bad, you know. Hiya Mary, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks. Yeah.
Good to see you. Your hair's lovely.
Thank you.
Hiya, I seen Jane, but she jumped across to the left there in the camera. Hiya Jane, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good to see you. Hiya Trisha, how are you?
Hi, I'm good, thanks. How's things?
Good, aye. Hi Amanda, seen Nigel earlier, but no you. How are you?
Hi Lynn, I'm okay, thank you.
Good to see you. Nikki's on as well. Hiya Nikki. She usually likes to keep her camera off, which is absolutely fine. Good to see you back on tonight. What we're doing is gathering stories that we normally...
Fiona's in as well.
Oh, Fiona, it's because I've never seen her wee lovely face. Hiya, Fiona, how are you? She's on mute.
Hiya, I've been better, hence I'm hiding.
You're allowed to hide. The only person that's not allowed to hide is me. I think I've said hiya, everybody. As I say, this is a new revised time. I'll just repeat. We've juggled a couple of wee times together. 8 to 8:30 seems to be the most popular. So what I decided last week, we give it a try at 8:15, and between 8:15 and the training, we could do our stories that we normally get at the end. While we're waiting on anybody who can't quite make it exactly 8:15. Has anybody got anything positive they want to share with me? Bear in mind, my memory's seen the stories, but it's not the best memory in the world.
Well, this week I've picked up 5 new customers.
Excellent, Mary. How did you get them?
Off blanket dropping.
Well done, Mary.
Fantastic, well done.
Excellent. And what kind of orders? The good orders, bad orders?
One of them was £55.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Customer.
Happy with that.
That's really good.
Excellent. Anybody else?
I've just sold 2 Union Jack duvets.
Well done, Trisha, on the back of your Zoom last week. Did you get them up there?
I only put them on about half an hour ago, so I did. I put it on marketplace.
Right, you're now wishing you put them... Sorry, say that again.
That's how I keep checking my phone.
I said, I bet you wish you'd put them on last Thursday now after the Zoom.
I had I put some stuff on my group yesterday based on what the catalogue pickup had been, because sometimes you're thinking, you know, whatever's really popular in the catalogue, customers could well be, you know, not necessarily what you would think to post, but sometimes it's, you know, the kind of thing that people online are looking for as well. So I was looking at my orders yesterday when I was sending them, and I thought, oh, I'll post this, oh, I'll post that. And within 2 minutes of posting the twin pack of freezer liners and the cream towels, somebody had snapped them up within literally 2 or 3 minutes. So, so sometimes, you know, not necessarily the things you think would look attractive online is the stuff that people need. So
that's
have a look at your catalogue bestsellers and put them on your group.
That's a really good point, and probably for the catalogue sellers out there, it'd be useful if you shared that information on a regular basis. We'd be very happy to receive that. Once upon a time, and it may happen in the future, the old company used to do a list of the top selling products.
That's right.
Everything does sell, but for the online sellers, it is handy to know what's selling well. But that's a good point. Anybody else? There may be some stories that pop up at the end. So what we're going to do tonight is we'll just go into the training. We'll start the training slightly earlier. Or do you think I should stick to the 8:30 and force you to do my story?
Oh, you do, Lynn. Oh. Right. Mojito. Strawberry daiquiri.
My favourite.
Steve's favourite, sex on the beach.
No surprise there.
Too much information.
My favourite, pina colada.
That's mine as well.
They smell absolutely amazing.
So you open the jar and let somebody smell them.
Yeah, that's what's going to be happening tomorrow when I'm delivering orders. But yeah, I've sold 1 or 2 of them already though.
Excellent. Well done,
Fantastic.
Janet. For those who don't know, who might be watching the video later, Janet, while she's delivering her VVMK products, does a very quick demonstration of various items that she selects at her will to get extra sales. And we'll get some sums at the end when we're finding out the extra sales that people are achieving. Oops, Frank's coming in. That's why I should wait till 8:30 for the training. Anybody else want to share anything? Come on, don't make me work for it, folks. I know you've all had great success. I see the figures. Hiya, Frank, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Yes, just in the door. So.
I can see that. Thanks for joining us. We waited till 8:30. Is it 8:30?
Yep.
1 minute to go. Right, well, I guess we can introduce the training for tonight. Last week we had a brilliant training from Frank and Fiona. I would say new trainers, but they've done trainings in the past, but new to our Zooms, and they did absolutely brilliant. So thanks once again for that. And still looking for anybody who would like to, you know, do a training. Where our team is, our audience is smaller, because as the business grows, so will these Zoom trainings, and the business is going to start rocketing, as I'm sure you can all tell. So tonight, Kate, actually, I'm going to be honest with this, Kate actually put this as a post in her own group. And I thought, that's a brilliant post, Kate. Can I turn that into a PowerPoint?
She said, shockingly.
That's no, I've said that more than once. But there was a little bit added in onto that one was, that would make a good training. Do you mind if I just pop on the PowerPoint and you do it as a training? And so we've got that together. So Kate's going to do, it's a refresher on Facebook. And most of you will be aware of, but some of them will perk up your thoughts. And I'm just going to share the screen because it's me, it's got the PowerPoint. Share and introduce you to our wee Kate, who's going to do our training. It should be seeing that shortly. You see, yeah, because I can't see my. Yeah, you should be.
No, it still says Lynn McDonald has started screen sharing.
It should be able to see it now. I think it's open twice.
Yeah.
See it now?
Uh-huh.
And does it say from the beginning? I think I've actually got it opened up in my PowerPoint.
Yeah, okay.
Seen it now, right? That's excellent. I had it opened in PowerPoint and there's a screen share which confused my little blonde.
Good to go.
Good to go.
Okay, right. First of all, I didn't write this wee poem. This wee poem appeared on one of the support groups in our previous business, Clean Easy, when online selling first started. And it's been a bit of a journey, really, in terms of the way that it's evolved since the beginning of online selling. Somebody, maybe 8-9 years ago, put one product on their timeline in Facebook and sold loads and loads and loads of that item. and discovered the potential for selling on social media, primarily Facebook. And so it evolved from there into people joining buying and selling groups and selling on there, people starting their own selling group, their own private selling group, like their customer base on Facebook, and working on marketplace and everything like that. So that wee poem there was basically a reminder to people at the time as to why they might not be getting the sales that they wanted. And it was basically posting 1 or 2 products every day on their own group, in addition to between 30 and 60 local groups at the time. This, I think, was even written before Marketplace came into play. So really, it's all about consistency and persistence. And if you're not getting the sales that you're looking for, there is, you know, definitely a formula that works, and we've been proven for the last 8 or 9 years that it does work. Most people who are not getting online sales just haven't worked the numbers yet consistently for as long as necessary to start getting the orders. And once they do start getting the orders, the momentum picks up. And if they just follow the formula, they'll get what they're looking for in terms of their online sales. Okay. And of course, bottom line there about keeping track of your numbers will get you up to speed as well. Tracking and planning is absolutely paramount. Okay.
Just
Lynn,
I am just trying to get the next slide. It just hates the first slide.
Oh, so it does. Okay, so this is a post that I've had in my team group for quite a long time. It's been pinned as an announcement. If anybody wants it for their own team groups, you're welcome to take it. I'll pass it over to you. Basically just a refresher for getting started successfully online, because sometimes, a bit like driving a car, sometimes you take the basics for granted so much that sometimes you miss things out. You start crossing your hands in the steering wheel or not indicating and stuff like that. And you really need to go back to basics every now and again and make sure you're doing everything it takes to start getting results online. So the first thing I would say is believe in yourself, believe in the system. Social proof has proven many times over the years that online selling works if you do enough of it. And when we bring a new person into the business, we teach them how to set up their Facebook selling group, teach them how to choose a name for it. And in order to call it a group, you have to add 1 person to the group, but you don't want too many people in the group seeing you posting stuff and filling the shop initially. You want to wait until there's plenty of stock in the shop before you start bringing people into it. So you add your sponsor to begin with and nobody else until you've got plenty of content on the group, and then your sponsor can check it for you before you're ready to launch. Okay, so if you set the group to admin approval and post, because you don't want people coming into your group trying to sell their bike or their wardrobe or whatever like that. So you're only going to approve members who maybe have a question to ask, or they're going to review a product, or say thanks very much for quick delivery. These posts you really, really want to treasure. They're very, very important to help to build your presence and build trust in people on what you have to offer. So admin approval, they're not posting their own stuff. They're posting, you know, related to your business, that's your showroom. And when you see the number of people that try to post psychic medium posts and these Robbie Williams ones that are on the go at the moment, you'd be really, really glad to have admin approval set to your posts. Okay. And also any member can add new members to the group, but you're going to approve everybody joining the group as well. Okay. So if you have a brief welcome post at the top of your group, mark it as an announcement. It used to be a pinned post, now it's an announcement, so that the first time somebody comes into your group, they will see that announcement first. They can read it, it'll tell people what the group's all about, why it's there, and welcome to the group. And that will also tell people how to order if they see something that they like and everything. It's just about housekeeping. And before you add anybody to the group, you're going to add between 20 and 25 individual product posts. Your sponsor will show you what's in stock. You edit your photographs, or you use real photographs, are always better. I don't think there's still the same problem with, you know, stock photographs as there used to be, but you know, to give you the benefit of the doubt, just edit your pictures first, or use real pictures of your own. A very brief description in the price, because you want to generate a bit of curiosity, and people will say, you know, what's the size of this, or you know, what if I buy 2, or how long does delivery take, and everything. So you don't want to tell them too much in the post. They'll buy what they see, and what they're looking at as pictures. So if they see a picture they like and they want any more information, they'll ask you. Okay. Also, every so often put an interactive post on that members can engage with. I think there's somebody in the team, was it Claire, that had put in a St Patrick's Day interactive post on today that was actually quite funny. Just look for those and maybe put 1 or 2 on every week just to get some interaction going. I've got, what's the one I've got on just now? Can't you? Oh yes. What was your very first wage for your very first job? And I got quite a lot of engagement with that. I think I put it on last night, and that sort of went on overnight. So something that people can get their teeth into and engage with, a wee puzzle, or just something to have a laugh with and stuff like that. And once you've got all that on your group, ask your sponsor to have a look before you start inviting your friends to join. And there's lots of different ways of launching your group. You can invite every person on your friends list. You can invite them individually. You can put a post in your timeline and invite them to join. You can message people and ask them if it's okay to add them to the group. But you're not actually blanketly adding people to the group now, you're inviting them and they have to accept the invitation to join the group, which is better than just adding people without asking them. So once the group's launched, you're going to put at least 5 new individual products on every single day. Make sure people have got lots to look at every day, even if it's something you've posted already. It might have been a week ago or 10 days ago that you posted it and some people wouldn't have seen it. So you can repeat your posts. I would, hats off to Owen, in our team, who quite often puts the same product on 2 or 3 times in the one day, because he knows that people that are online in the morning might not be on in the afternoon, and people that come in at tea time might have missed the post earlier in the day. He's not afraid to do that, and every time he does it, he gets orders for whatever it is, and it's great to watch, because it's not, it might only be 3 or 4 hours since he last posted that product, but somebody might have missed it and somebody really wants to buy it, and it's very successful for him. So also remember that people have a different amount of money to spend as well. Some people have got a £5 to spend, and some people have got £30 to spend, and they look for a duvet set. So don't necessarily just choose stuff you would like to buy yourself, but choose stuff that people need. Louise and her team are very, very successful at selling the cleaning products. Other people like to focus on homewares or kitchen stuff or duvet sets or ornaments or cushions or whatever. But remember that your audience is going to be quite varied, so put something on at every price bracket and every interest type as well. Put some makeup on, some personalised stuff, and you're looking to appeal to as many members as possible with every post you put on. Okay, now this next point is really important. Do not allow distributors from any other team to join your group. It's unnecessary. If you're doing it just to add numbers to your group, that it isn't really going to help your business at all. You can have your sponsor, you can have people in your own direct downline team in your group, but people in other teams can't buy from you, they can't join your team. It has happened in the past that people from other teams have seen customers or leads or somebody inquiring about the business and have gone and contacted them directly and offered to sell the product to them because they live closer or whatever, or offered to start them up in business, etc. So just don't give people access to your customers or your leads. You wouldn't do it with your catalogue, so don't do it with your online either. And it doesn't mean you can't be friends with other people in the business, but be aware that you're in direct competition with other people and you're protecting your own business, and it's your own effort and your own business that you want to protect. Okay. You can also consider an online launch party with the help of your sponsor. You can either go live in your party if you want, or you don't have to. Your sponsor can do your first one for you, and I think there's going to be some party training just after this from Lynn as well, which is absolutely brilliant to know how to do that as well. And also at the same time as you have your own selling group started up and running, join as many local selling groups as you can, not too quickly, between 3 and 5 a day to begin with, and then you can build it up. Your local selling groups can be a great source of people that want a catalogue, people that are looking to join your business, or people locally that are wanting to buy a product that you can deliver to, or they can come and pick it up. Okay, so on the individual local selling groups, the advice used to be to put 3 to 5 individual posts on these groups one at a time on each of these gradually. Now with Marketplace, you don't need to do it as gradually as that. You can do it when you're posting in Marketplace. You can post to Marketplace plus 20 local groups as well, which is a great time saver, and it's very, very easy to do. But you really want as many products as you can to be in front of as big an audience as you can straight away, as soon as you possibly can. And that means that you're also organically adding people to your group all the time. So after a couple of weeks, you're going to be posting several times a day on at least 50 groups. You can do marketplace plus 20 groups, and then from your 20 groups, you can multiply that and do another 20 groups. So it's a lot quicker than it used to be, but these are the steps that we had to take at the beginning of online selling, and it worked then and it works now. And your name will become known on the local groups, and members will see you're regular and reliable. Post on marketplace every day, as I say, and on every external post, add the name of your group. You don't need to use the link, but you can put the name of your group and mention that you're also building a team. And I would recommend that you use text replacement for this if you're using your phone, because it saves you an awful lot of time. And the next slide will show you what I use for mine. You turn the page on?
Yeah, I already have it.
Okay, sorry. Right, so I've got my current text replacement says safe contactless UK-wide delivery. For more special offers for the family home and garden, please join our Facebook group. I use the name but not the link. But if I do get likes or comments or people asking about the product, I will put the link in a comment, not in the main body of the post though. And I also say part-time online retailers required. Message me if interested and I'll reply with info. And you do get leads from that as well. Even from marketplace, local selling groups, you do get inquiries for the business as well, because people can see what you've got and they think, well, that person's selling that, I can maybe do that as well. Okay. But the text replacement saves you an awful lot of time. If you don't know how to use that, you want to message me, I can explain that a bit further. But basically what you have is you set up a wee code with 3 or 4 letters. So mine might be for the one about my group, part-time online sales vacancies. Sorry, for the opportunity one, I would put my text replacement for that is XOP, XOPP, and that expands up to that message there, and it saves me an awful lot of time having to post it all the time and write it all the time. It's just a really quick abbreviation that you can use for anything at all. So text replacement is brilliant for saving you time when you're posting. And also on Marketplace, you can save yourself some time as well, because you can renew the post once a week up to a maximum of 5 times, and that bumps your post to the top of Marketplace. So if somebody's looking for a duvet set, they'll see yours at the top because you've bumped it once a week. Okay. Okay, so it's consistent effort daily that starts to get results. The only place success comes before work is in the dictionary. So you have to be consistent and make sure that your new people know that they have to work consistently as well. It's not a get rich quick scheme by any sense of the word. It is consistent effort, and it will start to get results. Lots of people use what's in the box videos. My team are absolutely fantastic at this. When their order comes, they will do a short demonstration of some of the products in their box, and you can either do it live or you can record it and then post it in your group if you're not confident. But the live ones are brilliant. You only need to take 2 or 3 minutes with it and just show. You don't even need to show everything in your delivery. Just say, I would like to show you this. It's a brand new product. It's really, really good. Just the way Janet did before the start of the meeting there. All she did was show us the cocktail bath salts, and really that's all it takes. You've got it in your hand, you're showing it to the customer, you're saying, I've got this, it's a really, really nice product, this smells lovely, and it's £6 or whatever it is, and you will get people, if they are notified that you're going live in your group, they're going to come and see what you've got, and they can see that the product's real, the opportunity is real, and this is your orders just from the last few days or the last week or so. And again, you could ask your sponsor to do a what's in the box for you if you haven't had many orders yet. There's absolutely no problem. We'd all be happy to do that for you. And when you're delivering your orders, remember to take some photographs of them, because real pictures are a lot better than stock pictures. Again, they can see, some of my team had lovely pictures of the coo and calf, on their own coffee table beside a bunch of flowers, and it just makes it look, a lot better than stock pictures that are obviously stock pictures. If you've got, today somebody posted a lovely picture of a lamp that they'd got in a raffle prize, and it was a lovely picture of the lamp, and it is a lovely product. But the fact that a customer said, I got this from, I apologise, I can't remember whose picture it was it Claire's or Louise's? The fact that this customer's got this product, it's a real product, they've been happy to send their own picture of it, And again, that gives your business more credibility with the members of your group as well, and they can see them being used. Okay, so my team have got their own photos group, the Rhino team's got their own photos group, and the company have a photos group as well, that anybody can use the pictures and just edit them a wee bit if you think there's going to be a lot of people using them at the same time. So ask to be added to your team's photos group if you haven't been invited already. Okay, so engage with your customers. Show them non-related content. Over lockdown, I've been posting Gary Barlow videos, Marty Pello videos, just stuff to keep people interested that they really, really enjoy. They love seeing these things. If you're out with the dog, show a nice picture. If you're, away for a road trip or something, when we're allowed to do that again. If you're on a beach, show a wee picture of the beach. Ask for recommendations for something to watch on TV. Ask everybody how excited they are about Line of Duty coming back. Just don't ask my team because they'll, they're very, very, very excited. Share good news about the weather, or we're coming out of lockdown, or a bit more freedom next week. Make everything as positive as you possibly can, because people want to come on and get a breath of fresh air and a wee bit of happiness and a wee bit of laughter and everything. Tell them what you're doing, ask them what they're up to. Have they had their first coffee of the day yet? Just have a chat with them. Mary and our team puts on not only a good morning post every day in her group, but she also puts on a good afternoon post as well. And she always says good night to her members as she's going to bed, and puts a nice wee picture on, and wishes everybody a good night to see you in the morning as well, which is brilliant. It's a very, very friendly thing to do. It's great. Funny videos or music, but don't put anything offensive, political, religious, or anything that could be offensive to anybody in your group, because that reduces your audience of receptive customers. It might make them less likely to buy from you. It might make them less likely to add more friends of theirs to your group. So make sure that everything you've got is positive and could be seen by anybody without offence. So no dodgy language, politics, religion, or anything like that. You can only make a first impression once, so you might as well make it a good one. Okay.
Sorry, Kate, it is on a go slow.
Oh, it's okay. Okay, so after you've sold a product, a wee message to check they like their purchase. If you've drop shipped it to them, you can ask them if they got their order okay. Tracking system's really good now, because you're told when people have got their stuff. If they collect from you or you deliver locally, always give them a catalogue. My dream has come true now, and now when we're sending out a drop ship, we can also add a catalogue in the drop ship as well. Definitely make sure they have that. Tell them that when they get their order, they'll have a catalogue as well, and they're welcome to order anything else from you that they see as well. And the catalogue that's going out in the drop ships also has a sponsoring flyer as well, and it just says, please get back to the person that sent you this order, which is an absolutely brilliant extra service to have, and it's free, so let's use it and make it worthwhile. Ask who they know who might like your group or be looking for an extra income. You don't need to ask them directly. If they're looking for an extra income, you can use the third party approach and say, I'm looking to expand my business. I see that you live in Edinburgh. Looking for some new business partners there. Would you know anybody that's looking for an extra income? And just sort of keep it, light and non-confrontational, really. Just keep it relaxed. Are they looking? They might not be looking at the moment, but if they're looking later on, they might remember you. Okay, so Facebook stories, I'm just starting to use Facebook stories. I'm getting a wee bit addicted to it now. But Facebook stories are great. You can post pictures of products, just sort of, snapshots of what you're doing, glimpses of your business. The stories only last 24 hours, so you can top them up all the time. You'll see what works and what doesn't, and what gets a response and what doesn't. And it'll spark curiosity from your friends without it appearing on their news feeds. So if they want to see your story, they have to go and have a look at the story and look at everybody else in their friends list stories as well. But that's a really fun thing to do. It's a short-term thing, like a wee snapshot, and it's very, very popular. And anybody that comments on a story, it's sent by private message. So you will definitely see them. You can't miss them. You can't miss the comments, but nobody else will see them. So you can engage privately if you want to do that about a product or the business opportunity or whatever you want to talk about. Nobody else will see it. Okay, so other social media platforms are available. There's Instagram, there's eBay, there's Spock. A couple of people have started to experiment with nextdoor.com now as well, which is a great way of getting more, more exposure to your business out locally to yourself. I haven't used it yet, but I know Lynn has and Louise has, and that can be a really, really good source of new business for you as well. And again, whatever you do, it's just consistency. You will find, new platforms that maybe are a bit less well known. I've sold some stuff on Vinted. I've sold some stuff on Spock. I've sold on eBay. I've sold in, whatever, there's loads and loads of places, and there's new social media platforms coming up all the time. So don't be afraid to try it, even if you get it wrong. It doesn't matter. If you give it a go, you'll find out where you went wrong and correct and adjust as you go on. And consistent effort starts to get regular orders and the income that you joined the business for after a few weeks of consistent posting. So it's easy to do, easy not to do. You'll not get instant results, but it is work from home. And there are lots of experienced online retailers in the team and Lynn's wider team as well. And there's loads more tips. There probably won't be everything that I can think of on this post. It needs a wee bit of an update. But the only daft questions are the one you don't ask. I always tell new people that when they start the business, ask any questions you want to ask, because the only daft one is the one you don't ask, and you would rather ask and get the answer than maybe, not do it correctly or be afraid to start because you didn't ask the question, you didn't have the information. So always get the information. That's what we're here for. And wishing you all the success you're willing to work for. It's a fabulous opportunity. It's getting better all the time. I can't believe the catalogue we've got right now. It's just amazing. And the garden book's coming shortly as well. We'll barely fit in the snappy bags. There's going to be so much for customers to see. So good luck with your business. Have an absolutely excellent end of period. Thank you very much for listening, and back over to Lynn.
Fantastic. Thanks very much, Kate.
Thank you.
And she does. I'm liking Freddie. I'm liking Freddie. We need to get another mascot so we can all do that. I love that. That was excellent, Kate. That was a post in our group, and all I did is literally put it on a PowerPoint for her, and she did rattle through it quite quickly. And I know sometimes the accent for all of us Scottish people can be a bit difficult for our lovely friends north of the border, south of the border. So if there's anything you want from these slides or any questions, don't hesitate to ask. I'm not actually going to do a training, but I thought it would be quite a good idea just to quickly refresh your memory on the Facebook party side of the business, because as you know, Facebook is always changing. It's changing all the time. And I'll tell you the one thing I have noticed about Facebook, it's changing in a really positive way towards smaller businesses, which there's Betty.
This is my personal pilot bear. This is Bertie the pilot bear, and he's as good a mascot as any. And I couldn't find my wee heart plaque to show you, but it's probably about 4 inches. It's probably about that size. But I did find Bertie Bear, so he just popped in to say hi.
That is the way you get the plaque. I know, I've seen her body move. I'm on too many Zooms now. I'm preempting things. Right, so what I was going to say though is Facebook, what I have found, and bit by research, bit by doing the activities, is they're not so hard on small businesses as they were pre-lockdown. Thank you, Janet. Excellent.
Thank you. Couldn't find mine.
Yeah, that's kind of a little bit smaller than I thought, but everything's a little bit smaller.
Oh, they're gorgeous. They're really lovely.
Apart from the Jaguar, that was bigger. They are lovely. I really like them. She's got...
To give you an idea of the size against my phone.
That's good. See, you can see this woman is used to demonstrating products. Thanks, Janet, and thanks, Kate, for getting me Bertie out there. Yes, to go back to Facebook though, in a promising way, and I do believe it is a result of the lockdown, they are not being so hard on small businesses. They are putting lots of things out there to help and enhance us to do stuff in our business. I may be saying make hay while the sun shines. Do you know what I mean? Because after lockdown, things might change. But I'm loving all the changes. But tonight, what I was going to do was a very, very short, just for those who haven't done parties, now Kate's team in particular, Louise, Mary, who else was in?
Trisha and Frank, Claire and Owen.
And Owen, they've all done group parties, and some of them have done individual parties. But today I'll just go back to share. By the way, I'm going to tell you, Facebook and Zoom is really playing up. When I shared the screen, I couldn't see the speaker, so I hope the recording is okay. I'm going to go back to Kate's training because my one's just tagged on to the end and tell me, right, it's working now. And I'm just going to go down to the party plan bit. It's not really a training, although it's under a training because I just kind of started to edit my very poor in speaker view, sorry. If you're wondering why I'm pausing, it's because Facebook Zoom is slowly moving the controls, so I can't get to my own controls. We will get to speaker view eventually. It's not speaking to me. Right. Hopefully you'll be able to see and hear me. So this isn't a training on Facebook success. I'm conscious of the time, but I did, after putting this training together, because I was wanting to arrange a party, I realised just how much it has changed. But I will go through this. One of the best ways to do a Facebook party, and what Kate mentioned there in her training, was why not get started with a Facebook party? Well, I'm going to tell you a story about one of my Viva MK customers who I have pitched more than once, and for financial reasons, as in her benefits, doesn't want to join, but she actually did join this other one unwittingly, because they got her started with a Facebook party and an event. Now, I'm not saying this was a brilliant prospect, but it made me remember just how good Facebook parties and events are for prospecting as well as selling the products. And this new thing that Facebook's done with their events might encourage more of us to do prospecting events as well as maybe a what's in the box event. So just cover some basics for people who are new to it, how to create an event. You just click create an event. Now you can create an event from your page, which I would say, if you have a Facebook page for your products, I use Lynn Mac's online parties. That's one of the ones I use for my products. You can actually create an event as a page, which is good. You want to make it public so that people can share it, but you can use your page to be the host and start it going. Now, it may be that you're having a party for a friend or one of your Viva customers, but you may be kicking it off by having your own party. So the basic information is going to appear in the news feed. So just make it catchy. And the same with the photograph. That there I would probably take out. It could be a photo of the host. I'd do that if I was having a host party. I'd have a picture of the host in there somewhere. It wouldn't be my cover photograph anymore. It would be a nice picture of an array of products. And I will show you a little example in a minute. Name the event like Lynn Mac's party or Angela's party, fun, freebies, frolics. So I'm not very imaginative, but just however you want to name that event. But what I'm now going to go and show you is a little bit of how Facebook's changed. And my slides, you can't actually see the bottom there. But what you do is you click on, if you've got a page, this is Lynn Mac's online parties page. If you've got a page, or you can do it from a group as well. It's entirely up to you. You can create the event in your group, your page, or on your wall. But let's say you do it from your product page or your sponsoring page, depending on what you're going to be promoting. You click that little arrow here, and just under edit tabs, it says events. But as you can see, it's not fitting into my slides tonight. And this is where it's changed. You can see here, create an event online, which is video chat with messenger rooms, broadcast, and Facebook Live, and add an external link. or you can do it in person, which makes me initially think in person, all us meeting in a hotel or a room. It isn't that. In person, get together with people in a specific location. Doesn't have to be a specific location as you see, but in actual fact, if you do go to do an event, it doesn't mean in person in a hotel room. So you click create an event. As you can see down the left hand side, you put all your details there. But what I want you to notice there is it does say recurring event. Now, for those of you who are doing recurring events with your what's in the box demonstrations, I know, for example, Jane definitely does hers same time, same evening for her customers. Some of you may vary that, but you can click it as a recurring event. Now I'll go back here because the first one I meant to mention, the first one I'm covering is the online side of it, because the other side doesn't change. It's just a normal event with a normal party. But let's say, for example, you wanted to do a regular what's in the box and you decided to do it through an event, and hopefully I'll quickly be able to show you the benefits of an event. My personal opinion is that it'll create a larger audience. May be wrong, but we've got to try it and see. Down the left hand side there, you just put everything in, and whether that's online or in person, that remains the same. If it's online, I'll give you a choice of an external link, other, or Facebook Live. And as you can see, there's a desktop preview. So what everybody who you share this link with, whether it's in your page, your group, or you're on your wall, or all of them, because I'm going to show you, you can share it to all of them, people can just click join live. Now there's the event settings which come up next if you are doing the online one where you want to go live. And I recommend you change this to post must be approved, because we want people to post. We want customers to post, we want people to ask questions, we want interaction in our group or our event, but you must approve it first and let people ask questions about the event via Messenger. Well, of course we do, we want them to do that. You can see here I've just done a VVMK party training because I've done 2 or 3 of them. This is how you would get to see, set up your video live, but once you've set up the event, and this is if you want to go live, right? This is just something I'm throwing out there. I've got a Zoom full of leaders who most of you are brave enough to go live. You've got a link, you can share it to a page. Yeah, cool. So if you've got a Viva page for your opportunity, a Viva page for your products, or any other page linked to the business, but you can also share it if it's on, let's say I've got this through my Lynn Max online party page, I can share it to Lynn Max online shop group. So I can have this party live shared to all my pages, VVMK Income Opportunity, Lynn McDonald's Parties, Lynn McDonald's Shop, and on my wall, wherever I want to share it, which I think is phenomenal. And so you know this, you can do the same if you don't go live. So don't be perturbed or upset if you think, I'm not confident enough yet to go live. And sometimes it's not confident. You just ask Kate and I and Jane and people who do regular Zoom. Sometimes it's about just having your hair done right and looking right for the camera and not wanting to go live at that particular time. But, you know, go live directly in your event. They're going to remind you and only you can go live at the moment. But this is what made me think it might be a good idea to experiment, to do what's in the box via an event. One, you can share it onto your Facebook pages, your product pages, and also your prospecting pages and your prospecting groups, and any other selling groups that you are admin to or in control of. So you can do that what's in the box video, but it can go out to lots of more places if you do it as an event. And just very quickly, that's just a duplicate slide. In person, same thing, you'll see the same thing. There you can see location. That's exactly what I've seen when I went live. And what I've actually started to put is just you know, I'm not even going to put Livingston. I've changed it to at home in my PJs because it comes up with that for me. Additional details look slightly different if you're not going live. It gives you you can actually charge an admission, which I don't advise, but you can do your settings. That's where you find the settings. Oops. And all I'm going to show you now, go very, very quickly, just ideas. So a lot of people do have parties, and I'm not talking about in Viva MK. I'm very proud of the success of the A team. Kate's team in particular do a lot of parties. I'm very proud of that success. But I'm talking about, for example, I do get invited to other parties that other people are having and have a wee nosy to see what they do, and they don't post anything in the lead up to the party. Which if you create an event, you can post things in the lead up. They might post something like, oh, it's exciting, just 2 more sleeps. But I would be putting photographs of products and their prices. The flip catalogues are brilliant to use in parties. Product videos, short ones, videos of you demonstrating, short ones. You could even go live and say, hi, just to remind you of the event. This is what Angela's going to be getting for having her party. She's getting half-price products. You can do whatever you want. And if just that's the next sentence says that, remind them what the host will be receiving. You can do lots of little things in between, but I would focus on above the infomercials. The infomercials and the games, possibly I would leave till the party, but there's lots of things you can do in the lead up to the party, and lots of parties get pre-party sales. If your friend that can't go to your party, they'll usually have a wee look and try and give you an order to help you. Pre-party sales are really important, but if they don't have anything in the pre-party ideas of what before the party, there's nothing they can pre-order. How to order, and most importantly, you're looking for people not only to have a party, but who may be interested in joining Viva MK. This is a really great forum for your business, and whether it's a party for the products or it's an infomercial about the Viva MK income opportunity, I do think there's a massive, massive tool here that we're not using to its best advantage, and that includes myself. Hence the reason I was starting to look at putting a party together. Right, this is just some wee examples that I've found elsewhere. They're not, well, that one's not original to me. Some of them are original to me, but I like Everybody Loves a Bargain. We've got lots of sale products at the moment. Have a wee browse, and you could post some of your sale products and keep the other products for your party. If you're not already a member, please join my Facebook group. Now, the thing I love about Facebook now is, as you heard Kate saying, that she puts in the comments a link to her group. When you put a link to your group in the comments, it comes up like this now with a little join box on it. I'm telling you, that's new. Same here. Now, it doesn't happen. I've noticed when I put it in a normal post, it doesn't always open like that. I on my wall, if I put that on my wall, if I put that post that you can see there in my wall, it doesn't actually open up like that, just to cover photograph. If I put it in a comment, it opens up like that. If I put it in a page, it opens up like that. So get that name out there, but that's something that you can post pre-party. Do you want to earn free and half-price Viva products simply by using your phone? Earn £300 to £500 a month spare time by using your mobile phone. Have some games ideas which I'm going to skip over. Thank you for your Viva MK order. Make sure everything's personalised. Orders going in tonight. These are just, I'm flicking through this because I'm conscious of the time. So I'm flicking through it quickly, but I'm going to finish with another thing that's really, really a massive tool for Facebook that, again, we're maybe not using to the best of its capacity or its ability, what it's there for. Watch parties. Facebook watch parties. Any video in your group, your page, your wall, relative to the business, or any video, but I would say relative to the business because we're talking business in Viva, but any video can be replayed. You just click play as a watch party. You could go cook the dinner, you could go collect your catalogues, you could go and do some posting, or you can join in and answer any comments, or you could just have that video playing in the background on your page, on your group, on your wall, while you are doing other things. And that is a freebie that Facebook gives everybody for any video, whether it's pre-recorded or live. It will appear as a video and you can share it. So everything you do can be shared over and over again, simply using the Facebook Watch Party. Massive tools there. Sorry I rushed through them because I didn't expect to say as many words as I said. But that's the training about the parties. That's finished. Thank you very much. Anybody got any questions? Thank you, Jade. Everybody's got themselves on mute. You don't have to be on mute.
Yeah, I've got a question. When you're doing a when you're doing a party in your group, I think you can only invite friends who are in the group to the party. So what you're saying is if you start the party from a page, it's going to be public.
Will be public.
So if you share the party from your page to your group,
it's a better way of doing it.
Then everybody in the group can join the party. You're not specifically inviting a person, any particular people, but you're basically inviting the whole group if you do that. If you start it at the page and share it to the group.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's what I like about the page as well.
Yeah, no, that's really good. Yep.
You can share it. I mean, equally, if you started that in your group, you could equally share it on your pages. It works in the reverse.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So sure, it works in the reverse, so you can do it whichever way you want. Plus, you do get an invite button where you can send. I didn't put the slide in because I was trying to shorten it because I knew I had that great training for Kate, so I was trying to condense it. And I probably wouldn't even have done it tonight if it hadn't been for these changes. You know, the Facebook's encouraging you to go live. Going live gets 3 times more interaction. Do you know what I mean? And you can go live here on, like, I've got 3 pages and groups, and I know Kate and many of your admins and lots of other groups. These groups that you're admin, you can go bang, here's one party and 10 pages. Now it could be a party about the income opportunity because we're not doing a lot of them. And what happened today is they do actually have another tool which is called a class, right? And you can do it as a class, as a training. But what happened is when I did it the first time, when I went back, it disappeared, right? So I'm investigating that because that would be really, really good, this tool that was there and then disappeared for the income opportunity. But we do what's in the box. You're all brilliant at doing them, and many of you do parties brilliantly. But I just feel that that's a fantastic tool that I just had to recover tonight, especially the changes that Facebook are making, and especially where they're seeming to like small businesses and appearing to want to help us for the moment because it suits them during lockdown. Great question, though, Kate. Yeah, if you share it for your page, it's going to be public. If you share it in your group, they can't invite people in unless they're in your group. But there is an invite button, just like any event. There is a click to, there's 3 little dots and it'll say invite, and you'll see a list of all your friends so people can sit and invite their friends as well. So for example, the girl I know who had a party and joined the other company and doesn't actually want to do it, but got a nice wee gift, you know, which their starter kit's 100 odd quid, so they got products, so she got them free. The party paid for her kit. Now this particular girl wasn't interested in getting started. She wanted the party for the free products, and she got them. However, if you look at that and take away the negativity of how that was done, if you actually do that with people who are interested in the business, and even if they're interested and love the products, we can use it as a stepping stone to say, hey, do you know if you did that for yourself, you could, you know, not bulldoze somebody in the way that this particular wee lassie was actually bulldozed in. Any questions? I'm going slightly over my finishing time. No. It does seem strange not to have all the positive stories at the end. So what I'll do is I'll pick on Owen, who has got another idea. Oh no, that reminds me, before we talk, we have the seed competition. I'm going to say if you sold more than 10, shout out. This is the only way I can do it because I know some of the figures.
Yes, Lynn.
And Owen said yes. Have you sold more than 20, shout out.
Yes, Lynn.
Yep.
Have you sold more than 30, shout out.
Yes, Lynn.
Janet won that one. Janet, how many? Janet, Steve, sorry. But Janet, could you the door demo one?
Yeah, I think we're actually on about 58 now.
Well done. Because that's one you couldn't actually demo until today, other than on your phone. That's fantastic. Well done.
I've been phoning my customers to ask if it's okay to have a catalogue, and I was going to say, while I've been doing that, I've been making sure that if anybody's on WhatsApp, I've been sending them the pictures of the seeds and also the bath salts.
Mm-hmm.
And just saying to them, look, these are online specials, they're not going to be in the catalogue. Don't like my customers to miss out on anything, especially when it's something that's really nice. Is there anything that you want? And the orders are coming in while I'm even on the phone, still phoning more customers, asking if it's all right to drop them a catalogue.
That's amazing. Absolutely
That's
brilliant.
absolutely brilliant. So there's a tip there that maybe never been using much is WhatsApp. If you have your customers' telephone numbers, which we're gathering, I mean, we've always taught, Kate and Jane will remember me saying, put a highlighter pen at the phone number so the customers give you their blooming phone number. So we've always taught to collect these phone numbers, and boy, oh boy, are they coming in handy now.
They're gold dust.
You can actually, I'm not sure, I can't remember how to do this. I think I went and found out, I can't remember how to do this, but for WhatsApp, you can actually set up a sort of a broadcast thing on WhatsApp as well, so that it's not a group in as much as if you send out, you know, a group message to 20 people and say, would anybody like some of these? If somebody replies, everybody gets notification, but there's a broadcast thing you can use. And if anybody replies, they're only replying to you. Because somebody added me to their broadcast for a different business, and I know if I message that person back, nobody else.
I'm not sure if that's the business WhatsApp.
I'm not sure actually. I can find out. I didn't send one at the time, but
that.
Yeah, there is.
I'll look into that, because just on the back of what Janet was saying about WhatsApping on the picture.
Well, it's a huge tool.
Doesn't cost you anything to send the picture, but you know, even if you're on a contract, it costs you if you do it on Messenger, text messenger rather. And it's not been done through Facebook, it's been done through door-to-door customers who were gathering phone numbers for.
Yep, definitely. Yep.
Brilliant idea. Excellent. Well done. That
fantastic, Owen, as well. You've sold loads of seeds as well. Brilliant.
Yeah, 29.
Fantastic. Absolutely brilliant.
29.
That's amazing. And normally that would be the winner. That would be a winning statistic. And that's all been online, I would imagine, or have you done all?
No, all online.
We might have competitions to online and catalogues soon, because that's the result for all you, for both Janet and Steve. Well, Janet is doing her demos and Owen online. Well done, guys. And I know he's got one prepared. So before I pass on to who's going to close the meeting for us, he's already got, because he's getting really into this. Right. He's got it there. He sent it to me by Messenger, but because I had my Zoom screen open, he will post that in the Rhino group. Can you see the product there? It's the Viva MK. Is it the Sparkle one?
Is it Sparkle?
Yeah. Sparkle.
That's the multi-cleaner that does everything.
Yeah.
So that's the competition. And as I said on the Rhino group, it's just for fun. It was Owen's idea a couple of weeks ago, and it's good fun. It's good fun and well done. I'll tell you what, when we meet you at Birmingham or in person, if you keep winning these things, I will buy you a little alcoholic beverage. Ooh. the top 3. Right, so we'll start keeping a wee note, yeah, because that seems quite a good idea, because then at least somebody gets something out here. And then I get one bought back for me and get drunk, and that's me happy too. Just kidding. Right, well done, Owen. Thank you for
fantastic. Thanks for thinking it up, Owen. Brilliant idea.
Well done on getting over 50. I think Janet probably doesn't want to admit this, but they did take the last of them all, but they are in on Friday. And that was only a small batch that Michael had in. He probably didn't expect. Maybe we need to email Michael and let him know every time we have a competition.
You got yours, Owen? We're still in stock when you ordered?
Yeah, mine's are ordered.
Fantastic, well done.
Especially if we're as we grow larger. So well done. Thanks, Owen, for that. I know you'll post this, probably already posted in the Rhino group. And I am going to ask for a volunteer to close our meeting tonight.
Freddie.
Is that you volunteering on? I know you did it last week, but I heard your voice there.
I'm saying, is it Freddie? Get Freddie to shut.
We'll get Freddie.
Well, Freddie, you've been selected, but you've got to, somebody will have to speak for you from the back. Just, is next week the recognition week? Am I in the right week?
Yep. Yeah.
Thank you everyone for attending. It's lovely to see you all. Have a great week and sparkle away and get those sparkles sold.
Yeah, it's sparkling. Thanks, everybody.
Well done, Freddie.
See you next week.
Everybody, thank you.
Thanks. Bye.
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 These are all mad, by the way. Just letting you know that. These are all crazy. I love you. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.